We often experience a psychic connection with other people even when they are not around. Most of us notice the thought of someone, particularly if they are a soulmate. We have many soulmates, so it's not unusual to have different precious to us soul groups soul bouncing into our minds. Often when we experience unexpected emotions that seem to come from nowhere, it's because we are experiencing the emotions of someone with whom we share a psychic connection. But when we think of someone, does that really mean that? Are they thinking of us? Maybe, but not always. Sometimes when we suddenly think of someone, it's no more than that, thinking of someone. But other times, our minds are suddenly drawn to the thought of someone because they are thinking of us. So how do we tell the difference? Number 1. Mental triggers. When we suddenly think of someone without any apparent reason, the first thing we should consider before arriving at any psychic-related conclusion is whether the thought of the person has a more straightforward explanation. Our minds are excellent at making connections. Every relationship we have, especially with those closest to us, has association within our minds with all sorts of things. A particular smell, a favorite meal, or a piece of music are just some of the things we might subconsciously associate with someone. For instance, if we have a memory of someone wearing a particular colored shirt, we may experience a mental trigger. Our thoughts are triggered when we see someone else wearing the same kind of shirt, causing us to think of that person. It may not be immediately evident that this has happened, as such mental triggers can be subconscious, causing us to believe that this thought has some other explanation. So the first thing we should do in this situation is to check for any mental triggers. Number 2. Strong emotional charge. We get a strong emotional charge when there is sudden thought of someone we cannot ignore and cannot attribute to mental triggers. Often this kind of jolt gives you a feeling of worry about the person. The person might be experiencing extreme emotions and thinking of us. A telltale sign of this is an unexplained strong emotional response. We are more likely to experience a psychic connection. One cannot help but feel the energy hit us when someone is experiencing strong emotions, thinking of us. Every soul on earth is connected. Those souls who have met, however small the interaction, have more connected cords. The more contact and energy you exchange, the more cords you knit together. With some people, you may have one energy exchange and those cords are like silk threads that fade to nothing over time. Our deep connections are thick and knit like a woolen scarf. Energy is connected. Energy cords activate when someone has a memory about a moment is shared in time. Those emotions fuel the psychic connection and often transfer to us. Number 3. They are dreaming about us. When we experience a sudden thought of someone along with a strong emotional charge, it may be because they are dreaming about us. When we dream, we are free from the confines of our physical minds and can exist on a more spiritual and emotional level. This freedom allows for a clearer connection. Our energies encumbered by physical restraint can travel more freely between ourselves and others. We are more susceptible and responsive to the energies of others when we are asleep. So if someone thinks about us during our dream time, it's almost inevitable that they will appear in our dreams. If they are thinking about us a lot, especially at night, we will dream about them more often. Constant dreaming of them can cause a sort of feedback loop. They are thinking about us, so we dream about them. And the reverse occurs when we are thinking about them, they dream about us. And the cycle continues. This feedback loop is one of the ways a psychic or spiritual connection can maintain and strengthen over time, even if we are at a distance. Eventually, our connection might become strong enough that we even begin sharing dreams with them. Number 4. Feeling their presence. One of the more natural way of working out if you are thinking about someone because they are thinking about you is by seeing if you can feel their presence. When someone thinks about you, their energy temporarily becomes a part of your energy system. Number 5. Insomnia or difficulty sleeping. Sleep is something we all do. No matter who we are, we all need to sleep. When we have difficulty sleeping and suffer from insomnia, we need to know the reason why. One interesting cause is someone thinking about you. When somebody holds you in their thoughts, they establish an energy connection that connects with your aura. During the day, this is a welcome fact. It's nice to feel a connection with someone and feel their presence if you can't be near each other. At night, it can be a bit more troublesome. The excess energy entering your system can disrupt sleep and keep you awake. Number 6. Burning cheeks. If a burning sensation in the cheeks accompanies in the thought, this feeling may indicate the thought originated outside of ourselves and possibly the nature of the thought. Number 7. A fluttering in the stomach. Having butterflies might suggest that the person thinking about us is nervous, excited, or even feel romantic feelings. I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching.